Jacki are doing a hypothesis testing. We are trying to prove that people who live in Portland spend more money a week on coffee than they do on gas.
I wouldn't test that on old people, though.
James. Taylor.
Jacki.
Do you think you spend more on gas money or coffee a week? Like,
Oh, for me, gas money.
or gas a week?
Definitely gas.
Definitely gas. Gas?
Coffee, because I don't drive.
I definitely spend more money on coffee in the week.
Coffee throughout the week. Me, it's gas. Okay.
Coffee.
Really?
I don't drive.
We're doing a two-sample t-test hypothesis test, and there are 5 steps. Step 1.
Main 1 is coffee. Main 2 is gas.
Jacki is finding the hypothesis. Step 2, critical value. To find our critical values, we're going to use our TI-89 calculator. But first, we have to look at the test and decide which kind of test it is. So this is a left-tailed test. So, after you determine that it's a left-tailed test, you go to your calculator, and in your stats list editor, you click F5, and you go to inverse T. And for your area, because it's a left-tailed test, your area is alpha. So for area, it's 0.05. And then to find your degrees of freedom in a two-sample t-test, you go N1 plus N2 minus 2 equals degrees of freedom. That's 10 plus 10 minus 2 equals 18. So, you plug that into your calculator. And for your critical value, you get negative 1.73406. Step 3, test statistic.
This is our data set, and to find the test statistic, we go F6, number 4, and then you put it on data and put list 1 and list 2 with a frequency of 1 and an alternative hypothesis of mean 1 is less than mean 2. And because the standard deviations are unknown, we put unpooled. And the test statistic equals negative 0.6922.
Step 4, make a decision.
For the next step, we take our test statistic and we place it on the graph. Because it lands outside of the shaded area, we do not reject the null hypothesis. Step 5, formulate a conclusion.
Because we are not rejecting the null hypothesis, we can conclude that people in Portland do spend more money on coffee per week than they do on gas.